Hello everyone and welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion Season 2 TCR League. This is round 7 at Long Beach. Races, well that make it races. I can't maths, I can't do it, I'm sorry. Joining me in the box is Jules. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. Yeah, so see how all these cars handle this track. I'm sure it'll be funny.
I imagine hopelessly because the bricks and there's lots of corners. But I guess this is races 13 and 14, is it? Is that what 7 times 2 is?
Yes, cool. Yeah, I'm confident that's correct.
Okay, I'm glad we got there. Yeah, so rolling into the final couple of races of the season now then, we've had a few different winners throughout. There's been a lot of good racing up and down the field and lots of new faces joining the league. What do you think of the season so far?
Yeah, good fun, lots of good battling. These cars go side by side, and you know they fight well. It's less dirty air than you get in a lot of other cars. So yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah,
that's a good point. Actually, I think that helps to keep the racing pretty close together, doesn't it? I guess with any sort of low-powered box or even the low-powered formula stuff, without the wake overheating the tyres, can make some quite good racing here.
It does, yes. But it's very tricky around this track, so we'll see what they make of it.
Yeah, probably quite tricky to do any overtaking, but here's a quick look at the championship. So it's probably turned into a 2-horse race between Malaren and Murphy. Don't let the points difference between them two fool you. There are, of course, drop rounds to play with, so it's probably more like a kind of 20-point gap, would you say?
Yeah, it's closer than it looks there, definitely.
And what about in the second half of the order there? Anyone you reckon wants to be moving up a little bit, maybe trying to finish in that top 15?
Charlie Langridge, I think, probably. He's at 14 already, isn't he? Any of these still messengers? I'm still racing, is he? So yeah, we'll see. If any of these come in and get a good result, they're going to fly up because it's so close back here. Yeah,
that's true. That is really true, and I guess that's kind of been the story of the kind of mid to backfield throughout the season as well. Like lots of really close racing. Well, I mean, up and down the whole grid, really, isn't it? Even the leaders have been fighting like their lives depended on it, and yeah, that trend has been carried up and down the grid there. So,
oh yeah, they scrap for every position, which is what we want.
Shame we never did see Reese again in the championship. Came and joined us for race 1. Don't even know if he gridded up for race 2 at Alton, did he, in the first round there?
Cool.
Yeah, didn't join us again.
It's a shame.
Yeah, looking to the team championships then. So Murphy squad leading, so that's Alex Murphy and John Cook, of course, and the No Slots, No Glory, driven by Russell Bright and Gareth Winslade. And then Wizards Fire Ruby, who don't run a Wizards livery, so you never know who they are, but that's Chor and Charlie. Same thing, anyone caught your eye on the front page that you thought maybe we would hope to be moving up?
I'm sure Stupid Aguri would be a bit higher if Dom's teammate pulled his finger out, but yeah, it's certainly it's been Murphy's season for the team.
Yeah, it definitely has. So looking to the grid for this one then, so it's David Ward at half a second on pole over Alex Murphy. So the two short wheelbase cars on P1 and 2, and then it's Malaren in the Audi in 3, and then the fourth of the different cars, the fourth different box in P4 with Parker. Then it's Greenan joining us again in P5 there, and Chalcraft in P6, Winslade P7, and then Maxwell there in P8. And we're rolling a little bit further down the grid.
Is there?
Yeah, Messenger's
nice to
up,
see
so
Greening back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greening back to the scene of his crime, I would say.
Yes.
Interestingly.
Yeah, more on that later. Let's hope we can find the T1 braking zone. John Cook in 11th, Russell Bright in 12th, Kynan Jones in 13th, and then Gavin Kelly there in P14. So he's already in a points paying position. That will make his teammate happy. Steve Peppers, of course, in 21st position. Damon Mitchell, a long way, will be disappointed with that. I think he was having some technical difficulties, so he's in 16th there and 17th. James Pepper, Chris Forrester, P18. Keith Schooling joins us again there in P19, and Rich Meesters is serving a race ban, so we'll be watching this one from the garage.
From Bubba's Burgers.
Indeed, or maybe the Hooters on the corner, eh? Here we go then, red lights in the air. And it's green lights and go. And we're focusing on key school in there. Oh, there's a collision in front. Mitchell's not got away at all there. So I think he was having some technical difficulties in quali, and that looks to have rolled over into the race. We've got a penalty already for Chris Forrester there as well. As we see them charging down towards T1 for the first time, it's David Ward leading them away, and it looks like Malloran's got alongside Murphy there for P2. Let's see if we can hold that round the corner. Looks like they've slotted in. No, Malloran. No, he has, sorry. Malloran holding his third position. Murphy's disappeared from the standings there as we look further back. As everyone tries to navigate the fountain, there's a little bit of contact there. I think that maybe was Kynan getting a bit of a kick up the bum. Then we've got
Kelly took the grass route over the roundabout.
Yeah, absolutely. There. A bit of Long Beach rally crossing. You don't often survive that, do you?
No, and Greening has survived T1 and is up to 5th place.
For anyone that hasn't got a clue what we're talking about, go and watch the race 1 from Prototypes Season 2, which was at this track, and Greening went bowling, and we'll say no more. Yeah. As we see Winsley giving a sniff to someone else's rear. He's got his teammate behind him now as well, so that's extra. Sorry, it's not. It's no slots, no glory in this championship. Running line astern there. See them.
Yeah, Russell down in 11th. I don't know if he's having issues because he's usually up a lot higher than that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking all the way back to the first round, of course, when... remind me, what was the position after he went flying? Was it a P2 he got in that one?
Yeah, he came in second behind
yeah, so definitely capable of podiums. We'll get stacked up around the hairpin there. It looks like maybe someone... No, I thought Russell was maybe looking for the pit lane there, but it wasn't. It was just taking that tighter line, maybe straightening the car up to get the power down, as they've got Winslade now alongside John Cook. It's unusual to see John Cook so far down as well. I don't know why Murphy is missing from P2 in the standings, but trust us, he is still there. He's just a ghost.
He's done this before, I think. Disappears sometimes.
Murphy just doing Murphy things as always.
I think he's been shown in 8th. Because
he is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah. Good shout. Winslade, I think, hit the tyres on the outside of T1 there, and that's allowed Cook to get past. The Elantra absolutely monsters the curves there. And here is Michael Messenger. So Chalcraft's in a risky sandwich. Is there any worse place to be?
Probably not, no.
No.
Well, they're behaving so far anyway.
Absolutely nothing between these guys. That gap is not opening up or closing down. They are literally matching each other. Kilometre for kilometre there.
Absolutely. So, I mean, they've got to be patient, got to bide your time, because there's not many places you can get past, especially as you don't get much of a draft.
Yeah.
Compared to
although weirdly with these cars, there does always seem to have been enough draft that it's really hard to shake the car behind, which sort of, I guess that helps. Oh, see Winsley slap the wall again. But it sort of helps to keep the field close together, doesn't it? Because it's that much harder to shake the car behind you.
It is. I mean, all of the leaders there working pretty closely together, and then with the next batch from 9th down in the 30s, the 32.
But what do you reckon for overtaking spots? Where's a good place to get it done?
Cool. I mean, if you get a good exit out of the hairpin, maybe you can chuck it up the inside into T1. So when they come through here later on, maybe at the end of the next straight into the right-hander, it's a possibility. But, yeah. I mean, you need some assistance from the other guy, I think.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's just sort of waiting for or hoping for the car in front to make a bit of a mistake, isn't it?
Indeed, yes. So, you'd rather do it on the exit, probably, than the entry.
Yeah, also try and set it up from the corner before with a better run through kind of thing in there, which, speaking of, looks like Kelly got a decent run there on Jones in front of him. Maybe not quite going to be there by the time we get to the braking zone, but definitely look to have carried more mid-corner speed.
I'm going to say he's probably quite happy he's hanging on to a pack. He has struggled in this
showing so far. I think this is probably one of the tracks that suits the shorter wheelbases a little bit better than the Civic and the Veloster.
Indeed. I mean, as Ward is already 2 seconds clear of Murphy in second.
Oh, he's gone.
Who has?
He's absolutely gone. GG's.
At least Murphy has reappeared on the leaderboard.
Ah, welcome back to the race, Alex. Nice. So just starting to open up a little bit through the pack. As you can see, Russell Brett's just dropped a little bit off Winslade there, and Winslade's just starting to lose Cook a little bit as well. As you see, Damon Mitchell looks to have recovered from his technical difficulties and is now sizing up a camel. That is the James variety of camel. Oh, big squirrel on the brakes there. There's a little bit of bum sniffing going on through the corner as well.
He did get hit, didn't he, when he didn't get away, so I wonder if he's nursing a bit of damage, a bit of instability in that car there.
Yeah, that's maybe a good shout actually. Maybe a bit of a rear suspension tweak. It
looked like he just went for a gear, didn't he, and nothing happened.
Yeah, well, you could hear the engine note of the Audi rise, but yeah, it just never... Whoa, there was a crunch there in the background. I think that was probably Cook. But yeah, Mitchell's engine notes arisen, but yeah, nothing happened when the green lights went out. So yeah,
Gareth shows
where to pass. Oh, the more bum sniffing going on.
Looked like he was trying to cut back there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Cook obviously a little bit delayed. We heard the crunch against the barrier, so I think that was Cook and just gave Winslade that bit of an extra run. But then, yeah, probably good defence from Cook, managing to put his car in the right place to prevent that switch back and remain as they are. But a really good run for Winslade as they're running down the front, not straight.
Yeah, so if he gets a bit of draft, maybe can he try and make a move into T1? Probably not now. He's decided against it.
Yeah, there's a little bit of damage on the front of Winslade's car there. We've seen time and time again that iRacing then believes that limits your top speed, so maybe Winslade is now draft limited by that bit of damage.
I mean, he has hit the wall a lot of times.
There's been a few that we've seen at least, yeah. And I thought last time we saw a shot of Mitchell that he had front end damage as well, but actually I think it was just his paint job there. It was confusing my eyeballs a little bit, so we'll blame it on it being evening time. I'm clearly ready for bed, and my eyes have stopped working for the day. You're welcome. Oh, meatball from Pepper there. So we just saw, I think it was James that was on the outside of Mitchell a second ago, so maybe that's ended in tears there. As Winslade looks for another cutback and John just parks it in the middle of the road there, and that's allowing Bright to catch them back up. Looks like Winslade has pulled up alongside this time. That's the closest he's been.
Yeah, I mean, he's a couple of tenths ahead, so has he got it done? It looks like he may have got it done. So now he can chase after Maxwell.
Yeah, there we are, look. And Shelcroft being absolutely hounded by Messenger.
Larring asking for those tyres to give him grip and them saying no.
And the line's been passed by Parker there. They were the opposite way around off the line and for the start of the race, so I'm not sure what's happened there. I think the monkeys might have deserted us again. They took the peanuts from last round and they're going to run it.
I find that T1 so scary because you get it slightly wrong. Oh, as Cook is repassing Winslade.
Wow, great stuff between these two. Neither of them will give each other a second.
Oh, that's good. That's good fighting. But yeah, you brake slightly too late and you just slide it into the barrier. Yeah. And then everybody comes and joins you at the scene of the accident.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so unforgiving. Same with this one coming up here. I'm not sure the turn numbers because I don't know if it's one of those other tracks that count silly numbers, but I think this one might be turn 6. But same thing, like you just get it the slightest bit wrong and just understeer straight into that barrier, that tyre stack.
Yeah, or you turn it, if you turn in... No move going on here, I was going to... You say also you can very easily clip the inside barrier.
Yeah, that's true.
And that just, it's an instant meatball, usually, or often.
Turn 5 is another good one for clipping that inside. They did another left-hander. The exact same reasons, exposed concrete. And it
you just grip up a bit more than you expect, and it's over. I'm still battling here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it looks like maybe Bright's a little bit of a bottleneck in this one, yeah, or cork in the bottle.
He seems to be struggling indeed. So Parker going side by side, and Bright has a penalty. Repairs needed.
That's unfortunate. Maybe it explains why he's been a little bit off pace the last couple of laps. Absolutely side by side. Parker stays ahead for now.
No way through for Malari.
I think a few of the guys are reporting in practice that, especially out of the hairpin, the Audi was doing a decent job of getting its power down, just running away.
Yeah, it certainly has a lot of, well, I guess, what is it, low-end torque or?
Yeah, torque especially, I think. And well, look at the standing starts as well. The Audi's always been the king of the standing start, so I guess anything in that first gear kind of range just spreads its legs and goes. stretches its legs. Maybe not spreads its legs, that's something different.
Going from bad to worse for Bright as he has a penalty for his pit lane entries.
Bad to worse for someone else, and you hear lots of walls being slapped. I think that was Chalcraft in front, and then I think both Cook and Winslade hit the outside and the inside walls respectively there.
They're having such a great battle here, these two.
Big send from Winslade. Does he get it stopped before the concrete? He does, but John Cook's done the switch back on him. They're side by side around this section. Surely they're not going to try side by side around the hairpin. That'll surely end in tears. They're going to make it happen. Very nice. Oh, Winslade's got a tag from behind. That was Jones coming to get involved with it as well.
Is there a corner on that car that is dented?
He's not managed to dent the roof panels yet, so maybe that's going to be next.
Well, there's plenty of time. Yeah, I mean,
hopefully
he's enjoying this because he's having a right old scrap.
Absolutely. I think that's what it's all about. Like, if you can't be on the top step of the podium, at least find someone good to have a scrap with, you know?
Indeed. That's allowed Kelly to catch up again with Renwick behind him.
Yes, turned into a 5-car gaggle now. And Russell has managed... Oh, no, he pitted, didn't he, for the repairs?
Yeah, he pitted for repairs and they got a penalty, so he's still sitting in the pits, serving that.
Raging, I'm sure. He's about to lose a position, I think, as well, then. So it's down to 16th now. As Forrester gets past him. What happened to Forrester? He's a long way down. Did he have a penalty, or was there some shenanigans? Oh, he's got a penalty
now. I don't know, but he's definitely got a penalty now.
Sorry, Chris. Oh, there's more contact there. You hear it before you see it.
Scraping sounds, yeah, it's horrible.
I mean, we'll just have to assume that was Winslade again, because the other cars all look clean on the front end, so...
Yeah, John's Elantra looks pristine there.
We believe there's already paintwork floated around for next season for John, and someone has managed to coax him out of those pastel, delicious colours.
Oh no! What's he going for next season?
Ah, well, gotta wait and see, right?
Oh, I guess so. Oh, no space there between those two cars.
Yeah, that was that was pretty tight battle in between the pair of them.
They're relying a lot on their internet there, that they don't have any latency issues.
Yes.
So, where is Winslade? He's dropped behind Kelly. I was going to say he's about to surely regroup and try and get back past these two, but he's fallen back a bit.
Yeah, looked a little slow coming out the fountain, so I'm not sure if there's been a wall tag or maybe carrying a little bit of damage now. We've heard a few wall scrapes, haven't we? I'm not sure if they've finally taken a toll on that. Maybe a bit of steering damage going on. Maybe just a loss of momentum, loss of rhythm. Maybe.
I mean, I'd say his car's probably pretty square right now, but he could have taken his tyres out of the operating window, couldn't he? 100%. It's a blisteringly hot day here at Long Beach.
California doing California things. I think we're in California and Long Beach, isn't it?
It's in America, isn't it?
America,
that's
yeah.
As far as I know.
I'm sure. I'll put an iRacing dollar on it being in California.
And it's next to a beach.
I wasn't sure. John Cook looked like he was spearing right with damage then. I'm not sure if that's the case. We'll have to watch the standings board. Heavy defence from Parker. Looking for a
great exit from Malari, but there is nowhere for him to go. Can't see it because there's Bubba's Burgers in the way.
As long as you get the advertising in though. No worries about the racing. Stay as they are for now. I wonder if Kelly's found his numbers on the back of his car yet. Oh, a Malaren in the wall. That was a big slap.
Yeah, this is the white. Is this white flag black? It looks like it's white flag black.
Yeah,
Winslade's recovered. He's right back on this battle.
Kelly has not found the number on the back of his car yet.
Well, you know, if he hasn't found it by now, I don't think he's going to.
No,
and he's looking for a move on the outside of Kynan.
Outside! Oh, it looks like it just scrubbed wide. And that's allowed Winslade back underneath him as well. That's unfortunate. That would have been a mega move if he managed to make that one stick. You've got checkered flag on the screen. Here comes the pink car weaving and flashing in the background. That's flashing his lights as opposed to anything else. Congratulations to David Ward winning the first race here at Long Beach. It's Murphy Look at the gap behind him. And in the background, the Schmozzle's there. And Malaren's just nerfed Parker out of the way. And Greening's going to capitalise on it as well. Parker's down to 5th in a corner. What on earth has happened there?
It wasn't the greatest angle, was it? But yeah, we saw it in the background. And again, more...
because I saw some flashes of colour coming into shot.
And Winslade coming home 10th.
Nice.
Past Kynan, and Renwick stealing past Kelly.
Yeah, I wonder if there's been some more schmozzle between them that dropped them down. But here is your finishing order. It came across the line too quick for me to be able to see at the time. So it was Ward from Murphy, Malaren managing to get that position on the last corner, and then Greening followed him through. So Parker down to 5th there. And Messenger, Maxwell, Chalcraft, Cook, and Winslade. The reverse grid pole. What did I say was P9 for the next race, is it? So that would be Cook. And then next set of results board, got Kynan Jones 11th, Renwick, Kelly, Mitchell, Bright rounding out the points, then Key School in a very respectable 16th there, Forrester 17th, and then the two Peppers 18th and 19th. What were we going to say, Joel? Sorry?
We didn't really see much of Messenger or Greening. They were very well behaved in that race, so I'm hoping that there will be some more shenanigans from them this race.
A happily quiet race. I was wrong in what position I thought it was going to be, so it's Maxwell that starts on pole, Messenger from Parker, and then Greening in P4 there from Malaren in 5th. It's going to be Murphy and then Ward in 7th, and then the rest of them will be as they finished from the first race. So yeah, top 7 invert for this one. So Chalcraft just misses out, unfortunately for him, and Cook as well there in P9. At least that means that the battle that we've just been seeing in the first race will recommence.
Yeah, new car for Gareth, so yeah, see how long it takes for him to dent that up.
See how many corners he can manage this time, eh? That's corners of the car that he can beat up.
I think, was it Kelly moved forward one place, so well done for him. And hopefully Mitchell can get off the line without any drama.
Yeah, 100%. We'll have to see if the camera shot has got him included in it for our viewing pleasure.
Right.
But yeah, there's nothing worse, is there, than gridding up and then finding out you've got hardware problems of some description.
Indeed, yes.
I guess it's the most sort of comparable thing we've got to a technical failure IRL, but we'd still rather not have it happen, I think.
It's like a jump start there.
Yeah, it did. That was Malaren.
He's got away with it. It was, yeah.
Red lights in the air then. Green lights and we go. Looks like a fairly even start from all of them then. Audi Power doing its Audi Power things. It was a jump start from Malaren, so that'll be a drive through for him. And it looks like Kelly might be much off the line there. Going 3, maybe 4 wide, definitely 4 across the track. As they're going down towards T1, it's Parker managed to get up the inside of Maxwell, but breaks far too early, and that allows everyone to run. And they're actually going to stay in starting order, I think, at the front 5 positions at least.
Oh, we got someone around, that's Mitchell.
So Mitchell, technical problems first race, and then collision problems in race 2. Meatball for Winslade there.
Well, there's the answer to that question. He didn't even get a lap in.
Yeah. And Mitchell is now doing the Austin Powers impression. So we've possibly cursed Winslade there. Sorry, Gareth.
Well, he's still up ahead of these guys, but obviously he's got damage.
Yeah. Well, Renwick. Was that damage on the front left there? Looked like the wheels were sort of... Oh no, I think it's just an iRacing graphics thing there, because Keith's looked the same there. So we saw Malaren and Ward absolutely scrapping for the fountain. Racing line going through there, so Malaren is not holding back despite that drive through that he's just scored for himself. He wants to fight for every position until he has to serve it. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide there as well, though.
Yeah, that wasn't in script.
The Messenger is being pushed around the hairpin there by Parker, as is Cook.
Oh my god, it's a traffic jam.
Looks like Greener might be going towards the pits there. No, he's just taking a narrow line. I think we'll see Winslade peel in though, and we've already seen Malaren duck in to serve that penalty. So a bit of a messy race 2 again. Seems to be the tradition.
Yeah. I mean, expect it when you swap the cars around a bit, and it's a street circuit with lots of walls.
Yeah, and everyone's sort of got in the flow of the track, haven't they? So everyone's a bit more fired up for race 2.
Oh, Renwick into the wall.
Kelly's going to stick a nose into the fountain. He's grass tracking again.
He's got that line sorted.
That is the Kelly line. That is the Kelly line indeed. I thought there was a slowdown in there though, so he needs to be careful how much he cuts. So as they were at the front, it's Maxwell from Messenger, Parker from Ward. We've lost Malari, so let's move Murphy up into 5th. And Cook's got a stellar run in this race too so far. He's up to 6th position already. Schooling in the points at the minute as well in 14th. It's a good showing for him so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 14 seconds back to Malarin, so just needs to keep it out of the wall and should be right. It's like Kelly had a lot of damage there on the left there. The front.
Yeah, no, I'm not quite sure where that came from. I don't know if, was he maybe tangled up with the Mitchell crash at the start, or I don't remember seeing him in any major collision.
It's the biggest one we've seen, isn't it?
Because we do get 2 cars side by side around the hairpin. Nice job to Bright and Renwick. Fantastic work.
Fit. It's proven.
Wasn't sure if these cars had enough steering like to even get around that corner, never mind 2x2, but yeah, managed to make it work.
It's a bit of an effort, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I did consider during practice if I should just try using the handbrake.
Yeah, but annoyingly the handbrake doesn't actually have the desired effect. All it does is lock the front for the standing start, doesn't it?
I didn't try it, that's the thing. But I figured logically it should work.
Yeah, no, it's iRacing, not iLogic, sorry. There is no method in the madness, and Parker had a half look at Messenger and is now going to pay the price for it by the looks of it. That's Ward up alongside. Just to hold on for now. That might
Murphy is joining
as well, yeah. Got a good run, didn't he, through that corner. So yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest, if when the TCRs disappear, there'll be many people that are too sad. I think there'll be quite a few people that are looking forward to them going.
I think some people don't get on with them. I'm sort of surprised that some people don't like them and they're able to finish in the top steps, like on the podium. I was finishing it there, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah. Any car where you're getting results has just got to be the best car ever, right?
Yeah. But yeah, well, they're going to have to wait a while because we've got them all next year as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and sort of turned into a 12-month series now, isn't it, with the new format?
Yeah, more races, more time between the races, and yeah, 1 season, 1 year.
1 season, 1 year.
It was getting ridiculous. Too many champions.
Yeah. I was starting to feel like there might finally be enough cookies to go around for all the drivers, but no, it looks like someone will still miss out. Or they'll just have to put a full year-long campaign together, won't they? But
yeah. I mean, if you just do 1 series, you only have to race every 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
You can drop 3 of those 10 rounds, so you only have to do 7 weekends in 1 year.
So it turns to much more opportunity for the drivers to practice, so we expect world record pace from everyone.
Yes. An impeccable wheel-to-wheel clean racing.
Ah, you're asking for too much.
Yeah, always.
Still status quo at the front here as Messenger sends a postcard to that Apex saying, I miss you and I'll come see you soon.
Yeah,
pushed around that
clean.
section.
But I'd say Parker looks to have a lot more pace than Messenger at this point. Messenger isn't exactly troubling Maxwell.
Yeah, Messenger is one of those drivers that will actively say how much he dislikes the front-wheel drive cars. Unless it's a Jetta, of course.
I don't think he's allowed to if he's in 2nd place.
Well, yeah, true. Where did he finish in first?
If you think the car's boring, the situation isn't. You've got 3 extremely quick drivers behind you trying to get past you.
Yeah, he'd just rather it be a grid full of Jettas, though. That's the thing. But yeah, holding Parker at bay for now. He's managed to get right up onto the back of Maxwell again. So these 3 are pretty much pushing each other around the track. Ward's not far away as well. He's kind of yo-yoing backwards and forwards. It looks like Parker's finally going to show a nose up the inside of Messenger. Can he scare him away? He has, but I don't know if there's actually enough of an overrun. The voice of Messenger is silent. Okay.
He's done it.
The move is done. Nice. Has that allowed Ward? There is no communication. Has that allowed Ward to get the run? It has not. and Murphy has also not managed to capitalise with the check up to get past Ward. So change for second and third then. Parker managing to make it past Messenger, and we'll look to put pressure on Maxwell now.
Indeed. Wow, that was ascent, but it almost clean. Oh, it looks like he was redressing it, yeah, but unfortunately, slight scrape as he went past.
Got an extra hip check for his good deed.
We've got form with Parker and Maxwell here, haven't we? From the prototypes.
Yeah,
we had
absolutely.
this same situation, didn't we? And it ended in tears.
Well, yeah, but the opposite way round. So Parker owes Maxwell one, or maybe Maxwell owes Parker one, if you like. He owes him a win. So we'll have to see how that plays out. And if Parker will be back on the voice chat reminding Maxwell of that one.
I was going to say, Ward was a bit too generous there, wasn't he? In his giving that place back, because he's gone and put himself back down in 6th.
Yeah,
he's fallen behind Cook.
It's probably good to see it because the move probably wasn't clean all in all. But yeah, he certainly ended up second best from his redress. So I'd expect he'd probably have the pace to make a move on Messenger again at some point. Obviously, Murphy's been towards the front the whole season anyway, so I'm not sure if he'll get back past Murphy. But he's dropped a position to Cook now as well, actually.
Yeah, I'd say. What do you think? Murphy's probably quite happy where he is because Malarin is currently scoring 2 points, and Murphy's in third, so it's a big points hole over his rival.
Yeah, it's a good shout, but I mean, I guess the other thing with this format with the dropped rounds is if this just becomes one of Malarin's dropped rounds, then it's kind of insignificant what Malarin's scoring at this round. Murphy just needs to score as much as he can every time he's on track, basically, doesn't he?
Indeed. I mean, it doesn't look like he's got the pace at the moment to close on the needed to anyway. He's fallen out of the slipstream, as you were correct. Ward makes it past Cook.
Yeah, I'm still interested to see how Ward ended up back behind Cook, to be honest, because I didn't think Cook was anywhere close to the battle after we saw Ward's redress. Maybe just.
I think it was just down that straight. I think he just slowed too much. He lost all that momentum.
Yeah. So yeah, that's allowed the leading two to open up a bit of a gap to Murphy then. So sort of a second and a half, and it's a meatball for Kelly out of 11th place. So he was looking at a double points finish, and that might just drop him out of that.
That's not a race for Kelly if it's going wrong.
Maybe that might put Kelly somewhere near Winslade so they can start bumping into each other like they often do when they're together on track.
Might indeed. Looks like we might have some bumping here as well as Parker has a run up the inside of Maxwell.
Oh, he's not quite there at the braking zone, but Maxwell leaves him some room on the apex. They're going to try it round the outside of the double left-hander. It's going to put them side by side into the hairpin now.
I mean, that's how you do a move into the hairpin.
Oh, that was very tight. Very tight.
They just don't have enough turning.
No, these are absolute boats. Absolute
Look
boats.
at that. That right front is in the air, is it not?
Not as the manufacturer intended.
That can't be right.
I think Park just about got that done enough, and he's stretched his legs in a way. That's what I was looking for, really, isn't it? Stretched his legs, not spread his legs. Anyway, away you go. He's got a half a second. That's not a half a second gap. No. They're absolutely glued to each other, these three, and that's allowed Messenger to catch back up as well. Ward is only just off the back of Messenger as well, so he'll be back in it any second as he scrapes his left door mirror along the wall, and we're here scraping in the background, so that might have been Greening, or maybe Cook scraping a wall.
Yeah, again, I mean, Greening and the Messenger haven't really been doing much. They're up there. They haven't been featuring in any moves.
Maybe Greening learned from his cardinal sin in the prototypes and has just been a bit
Greening
more...
learn? No.
Of course. How silly of me. The first time in this pair of races we saw a bit of a weave down the straight there from Parker. I guess just desperately trying to anything to make up for the lack of talent. It's not worked because Maxwell is 0.2 of a second behind him and dropping as they go down the straight, so that you can see the pair of them. I imagine Parker's probably going to go defensive. Murphy's a bit of an island in between the leading 2 and then 4th and 5th battle as Maxwell's going to drag up alongside with that Audi power. A little bit of contact maybe, wheel to wheel. Oh, we're not going to see it, but it looks like Parker's just managed to retain the lead there, and Ward has slotted back in behind Messenger.
Yep, looked all fair and square to me there. Not much room given, but room was given.
Nobody went home on a stretcher, so that's all good.
Oh no, Messenger into the wall, and that's collected Ward. Can't hear what he's saying, but probably not happy about that.
That was unfortunate. Messenger sort of understeered by himself, but then bounced.
As Mitchell takes the fastest lap down in 15th.
Oh yeah, very nice. Got a little bit of air around him, and so he can push. Does that put Messenger out? I can't see his name on the screen anymore. Yeah, looks like his toe straight back to pitch there.
Ward, has he got a meatball? I didn't see anything pop up yet, because he's managed to actually survive it. He sits 4th still, somehow. That's a dive. Well, at least they both got off the corner, but yeah, that was a... Oh, there's another one in the background. Cook and Greening, is that?
Oh, we're not going to cut back and see it, are we? Hearing from the pit lane, that's very much what happened between Malaren and Parker at the end of race 1. Very much what we just saw with Murphy and Maxwell, except Malaren actually pinned Parker against the wall in order to get past.
Trying to get his lunch money.
Yeah. So his mum's written a sternly worded letter to the school, and will demand that the headmaster does something about the problem.
So Parker has ran and hit now.
Absolutely has.
Maxwell is left dealing with Murphy.
Yeah, made the mess of that little schmozzle in the final hairpin there, and yeah, just put a nice 2.5 seconds into it. So Ward is still running, yeah, in 4th place there, and it actually looks like he's just gained a little bit of time on the back of Murphy. His interval time's just changed colour, which indicates he's just gone less than a second. Yeah, he's definitely gaining back up to these two. So that other was clearly a brick.
Yeah, that was quite some impact he had with Messenger there.
Wonder if he got lucky with a bit of a netcode bounce.
Maybe.
I think Messenger was probably damaged from his initial contact. As we've got Cook and Jones.
Turned in. Yeah, turned into his side.
Okay. We'll just leave that one there then as Parker rounds the final hairpin. And I think he won race 1 at Alton, didn't he? But ever since then, there's been nothing. There he is, taking the checkered flag. Maxwell, Murphy, Ward, Greening. And there's a
going on in the background.
Claret flipping around with a meatball in the background. What on earth happened there? It's Bright, and then is it going to be Forrest? No, because he's crabbing, so it's going to be Renwick taking 7th.
Oh no.
Jones for 8th.
Lose it to the camel. Oh no, he holds him off.
Forrest and 9th, Pepper 10th. You can just imagine yourself rocking the seat on it. There they are, then as they finish with points. this one at Long Beach. Summarise it in a sentence, James.
I was just going to go, just do it in a word. That was entertaining. Good action. Despite my reservations, there were parts. Some of them were complete. Quite a lot of them weren't.
Yeah, probably surprised about it. Don't forget, if you want to come along on the race with us, join us. Stuff. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Ready? I think that's it for me. Jules, anything else to talk to you?
Yeah, let's move back here.
Indeed. Charlotte Rover. That's all from me.